Let's start off this feature with the number 50. Yup, 50 for 50 years of production. This is now the third version of Moto Guzzi's iconic bike. It's a classic. It still has the distinct Moto Guzzi 744cc air-cooled power plant sticking out on either side of the bike. It's now relevant to the modern world with ABS, EFI, and emissions passing Euro 4 standards with a breeze. Mind you, I look at this bike in awe with the thought that this is still made in Mandello, Italy, keeping tradition and culture intact. Now, I'm not being racist here. It doesn't matter if a bunch of Chinese immigrants or Mexicans settled in Italy and worked on it. It's not about that. It's about Moto Guzzi sticking to its ideal and roots. You gotta respect that. Let's differentiate this from the other old-looking bikes. This is a modern classic, meaning it's an age-old design modernized for the times. A modern retro is a new bike made to look old. Big difference there. When we say modern classic, think Moto Guzzi, Norton, Triumph, and Vespa. These lines have been there for decades, and they're still here. They never changed, except for some modern amenities. Now, when we say modern retro, you can think Yamaha XSR 900, the Ducati Scrambler, and BMW R90. Those are new bikes made to look old. See what I mean? Details of the bits and pieces are spot on. Nothing about it looks cheap. Italian sensibilities won out over the urge of maybe the business instinct to save on cost here and there. The Moto Guzzi doesn't give that off at all. The seat has been lowered 20 mm, so its height is now 30.3 inches. Now that's very friendly for us Asians. Wet weight is 467 pounds. It's old school. Single disc, dry clutch, push rods and rockers, and drive shaft. Brakes are 4-piston Brembo calipers pinching a single 320mm disc. Power to weight ratio, all of that figured in, it's quite enough to stop the bike. At the rear, it's a 2-piston floating caliper on a 260mm disc.
What's the name of the place that we need to go to? I don't know. What's the place? Okay, you wanna do it? Uy, ano naman to for footage? Okay. Maliksi, akala ko mabigat. This is my second time in Lake Como. This time I will check out George Clooney's house. Where does he live? That way or this way?
I give you a map. George Clooney's house is here in Layo.
Where are we?
Now we are here, Mandello.
Legendary Moto Guzzi factory here in Mandello dell'Ario. Oh wow, that's a long way, man.
Yeah,
I gotta cross, go
it's
around
around
here.
3 hours.
Yeah, not worth it. I'll just watch Ocean's 11 again and just, you know, that's it.
I think the best way.
But thank you. Now we know. Next time. Grazie.
You're welcome.
Buongiorno.
The bike is a lot of fun. It's flickable, it's got lots of torque. You just gotta get used to the gearing and clutch and you're off. You'll be shifting through gears faster than Thanos could snap his fingers and wipe out half the universe. You'll be hitting the red line a lot.
Buongiorno.
Up front, you've got a traditional 40mm fork, and in the rear, dual shocks with adjustable preload. Again, tuned to taste. If it can't handle Manila roads, then change them.
You know, handling the V7 it's such a joy. These are really narrow twisties we have here. I'd say because of how small the streets are, it's a bit on the technical side. And I must say the V7 is not disappointing at all. I always thought it was a heavy bike, but you know, it's the engine and how the ergonomics and all the form and all of that. Geometrically speaking, it's holding its own beautifully.
Italy, I rode the V7 Stone, which I actually prefer looks-wise. I'm not a big fan of chrome. Anybody who knows me would know that. The Stone has blacked out everything except for the tank. Love it. It looks sleek and sharp. The Special, on the other hand, has a bit of Papa vibes because of the shiny bits, the spoke wheels. Now, mind you, I think the spoke wheels would also look nice on the Stone. And apart from those in the Gauge, they ride pretty identical. You will feel the rigidity of the Stone as soon as you sit on it. Solid and unyielding, built for European roads, stable and spiffy. because I will not let the suspension keep me from using this as a daily ride. There are plenty of aftermarket shocks out there to suit EDSA and the like. Bottom line is, its rideability begs you to take it out every day. This is how much fun this bike is. Looking at it gave me the impression of a heavy, clunky bike. Riding it though is a completely different story. Take it out with confidence, highway city, you won't run out when you need to pass someone. Cruising with its riding position screams comfort paired with agility.
From the last 4 or 5 years, we are the best in production in the Piaggio group for the quality point.
I'm sure.
You have not big quantity.
Yeah, better than Benelli.
But
huh?
yes, I'm sure. We want that our customer will be proud to be a good customer.
Of course.
Okay?
I already featured how this bike is made in another video, and to me, this bike goes in a level beyond just usability. It goes in a category of for keeps. With tons of heritage behind it and a lot of stories from enthusiasts and bike lovers at its foundation. It's a vintage style bike with modern amenities. It's affordable as compared to other bikes in its class. It's a classic, it's built in Italy, and if this is up your alley in taste and style, don't hesitate, go for it. Questo è Zach per recensione di Moto Macchina. Ciao.
I'm pretty much set up with my little shtick going on here. Where is the house of George Clooney? Yeah, I'm gonna fly a drone up his ass.
You have a drone?
Ass. No, I'm gonna. I know. I was about to say up his ass. I'm gonna fly a drone up his house